Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Breaker, and welcome to the show, y'all. Today, we're going to pick back up where we left off, y'all, with the Doing Time with Joe support group. Y'all know who it is. Everybody's the same people that are here. What we're going to do is like we always do. We're going to go around in the circle, and we're going to ask everybody how they're doing and whatnot, and give a brief about how your week's been, how the time's been since we haven't been back together. And then we're going to proceed with it, right? So let's just go around in the circle. Go ahead.
This is Phil. My week has been pretty good. No complaints so far this week, so.
Hey, this is Sean here. Sometimes this week can just make a pull on you. So I'm just kind of here today. It's been heavy last 7 days, so.
Okay.
Y'all know who this is. This has been a freaking fantastic week. They allowed us to have books back. First, I'd like to thank everybody. My sister read me some of y'all's comments, and yeah, I was a little bit angry about the whole book situation. Yeah, we finally got my books back, so I should get 4 books soon, and I'll have them read 2 days later. Don't judge me.
Hey, I'm KP. My week has been fantastic. Very thankful for it, and for the people in my life, and for all my support out there. I appreciate you, and I love you, and I thank you for making my time more comfortable.
Yeah, this Blue. Man, my week it's been slow, but overall it's been good. So, we're just gonna take it one day at a time, man. Yeah.
Well, y'all know what's up with me. We're going to keep this thing moving, right? There's no need for me to go through what I've been through and nothing like that. Y'all hear it on the show. So, and keep hitting those comments. The guys really like it. Hit the like button too. We need all of that. And share those the videos with all of your friends, and get those comments up. We really appreciate that. And we're going to be doing some shows about the comments, answering your questions and whatnot. So if you got anything you want to ask anybody in here directly or just in general, just leave that in the comments section, and we'll get to that as soon as we get the opportunity, right? So, what's been going on, y'all?
Well, I've been trying to put a lot of things into play. What I'm learning, what I'm reading about, just being aware of certain feelings, certain things. And there's this guy in the unit. We live in these units where there could be anywhere from 32 to 88 people in it. And there's this one particular guy, and every time I see him, it like makes my blood boil. Like,
Do you know him?
I don't know him as to say we have conversations, but I know him. He knows, we know each other's name, but it's just, he makes my blood boil. And I became aware of this. So I'm trying to figure out, how do I, not be, I'm supposed to be kind. If I'm living the life of Jesus, I'm supposed to be kind. So I got what the fruit of the Spirit is in my head at all time. I'm making sure that I'm kind, I'm peaceful, I'm joyful. But then he comes on the scene, and immediately something just like riles up in me, and I'm like, he better not say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm waiting for him to say something to me. Like, all of a sudden my focus is shift to being defensive and confrontational. And this man, I'm pretty sure, not even thinking about me. And I'm trying to figure out why do I feel like that to him? And he's done some things that, I guess, against this whole place of penitentiary. He kisses up to the unit manager, to the wardens. He's always pulling them aside saying, hey, let me talk to you. And, just things that we know you don't do, because we trying to figure out why you talking to her. What's going on, man. But he does it so cavalier to where it's like, yeah, I can, and it's like, this is my first stint.
Okay.
So, and he been down for a minute. So he know the rules. And it's like, man, whose side you on? You know what I'm saying? Are you with Blue or you with them?
The gray.
You know what I'm saying? You with the gray. You got a badge and the radio. What's really good? Because it irks me. And it's like, Lord, is this my thorn? Is this my pearl you trying to get me to see, develop? Because if anything was to happen to that man right now, if he was to fall out, as much as I done cried in here, and I done went through grief, and you know what I'm saying, all of these emotional things, that's done happened to me these past few weeks. If that man was to fall on the floor, I wouldn't even help him.
Wow.
And it's like, I know that ain't the way to be, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, he being hypocritical. No, this is support group. This is
Be
a
honest.
real feeling that I have when I see this man every single time. And I'll help everybody else. I'll share with everybody else. But him, oh no, you gonna choke to death. And then I'm gonna step over you. And it's like, I know that ain't right. I know it. We don't have to sit here and be like, well, Phil, you know, I already know that ain't right. I know that's not the right way of thinking. I'm trying to figure out where that come from. You know, I thought I had got all of this out of me. I'm finding out that, man, you still got a lot to
Still in there. Well, I'm gonna say something. Then anybody y'all can.
Oh, I got to go when you.
Well, go ahead. Then.
First off, I'm very proud of you. I am so proud of you because last week, the last meeting, you said you wasn't trying to let this place change you into what we are. You know, I know who and what I am. I am a butthole wrapped in a jerk, and you never. Call a spade what a spade is. He's a snitch in that. He's a snitch. You know, he's a rat punk. Okay. And it's in our DNA to hate them, okay? They help oppress us. They help the people be harder on us. And they think, what, they're going to get an extra breakfast tray? I wouldn't help them either. I mean, it's, you know, I would distance myself, and you ain't feeling nothing wrong. Heck, I get it. If I was on the street, I'd take you out for ice cream. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm Joe, don't give me that look.
No, I'm gonna let somebody else speak before I say something.
Because I'm just saying, it's what it is. It's who we are. I mean, it's fundamental.
I don't think he the police, right? It's just his character. Just if I know who you talking about, and I think I know who you talking about, right? Yeah, so I think it's just in his character, right? And he has special needs. Like he said, he hadn't been in the system for a long time, right? But special needs, you got to be in this system to know special needs separated from TDOC, really. This is a different institution, man.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? And it ain't built the same as other prisons. So I think he's just in his character, man. He feel comfortable because he know he can do certain things down here and get away with certain shit that he knew he wouldn't be able to do and get away with at other prison. And that's if I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about, right? Yeah, but I don't just think he's just the police. He's just a snitch. I don't even think he's dead. It's just in his character.
Yeah.
It's something unlikable about that guy anyway.
He got a punchable face.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
I mean, a punchable face. I mean, that doesn't come from him. That comes from the person that wants to say you got a punchable face.
No, I believe
I
it's
mean,
the person.
I mean,
But if you knew him,
from walking my whole
probably had a
life, I
different
feel
opinion. You know
a
what I mean?
lot of those feelings come from my own self.
Right.
You know, it's something about me that I'm maybe projecting on that person that I don't like, that I disagree with, so I want to take it out on somebody. I've experienced that a lot.
But this guy in particular, though,
I
I think you have a different opinion about that.
And I've made too many pop judgments about people, and I've been the victim of too many pop judgments. So I've driven on both sides of the street, and I've had a head-on collision. You know, so I guess I speak from experience that not everything appears as it seems.
Yeah, that's true.
What you say on the KP?
I just say this, Bill. I mean, you shouldn't allow somebody else, character affect you. Of course, I run across a lot of guys like that, that type of person. So, what they do shouldn't be able to affect you, to get you out of character. Then if you follow in the walk of Jesus, then, you have to love all people, no matter how they are, no matter what characteristic they display, you still got to love them. If you feel some type of way about that individual, stay away from them.
Everybody says Jesus, you got to walk his path. Jesus, if I remember correctly, he overturned some tables and he caused a ruckus when they were making his father's house into a place of coin. So even he knew sometimes you got to get that rod out to smack some people.
Right, but this is what I say to that. Stipulate everything that you said is true about him, and stipulate that everything that you said might be true about him, right? It has really nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with you. Life has a way of letting you know where you're at. You're the one that claimed to be conscious. You're the one that's claiming to be on this walk, right? Not him, you. So when you say that there's something riles up in you, when you see this dude, this is the universe letting you know where you're at. You need work. That's what that is. You feel what I'm saying? So if everything you said is true about it, it doesn't matter. That's where you're at. It ain't got nothing to do with him. And you should be thanking him, really. You know what I'm saying? For being that vessel to let you know where you're at. And I wish we had a camera here, y'all, because when I said that he leaned forward and scratched the back of his head, you know how people do when they don't really agree with what you're saying, but they don't know how to say it. But that's what he looks like right now. You know what I mean? But I really want you to focus on the aspect of this is about you and where you're at in your walk. Nothing to do with him. He just happens to be what triggers that. You feel what I'm saying? So what do you think about that?
I agree with you. I agree with you. What I'm trying to figure out is what's the root of that. You know what I'm saying? Because
I think you need to, I'm not saying that what Sean said is it, but you might want to focus on what he's saying in the sense that you might be projecting something about yourself, you know what I'm saying, in that situation. It's something about this dude that reminds you of something or somebody that you don't like. You know, I mean, have you had issues with somebody telling on you in the past or when you raised in the street? Because you say you from Claiborne Homes, I'm starting to doubt that.
no, don't doubt that.
I'm just saying. But you say you from the area. So if you from the area, then you lived a certain way. So you have this idea of what it's supposed to be like. And then plus all of, even though this is your first stint, you got this idea in your head about what prison is supposed to be like. What dude is doing is a no-no. The question is, why does that bother you so much? Why does that bother you so much? Because you're trying to be on this walk. You're trying to get to this certain place, right? And again, I say that, and I say this in jest, you know, you should be thanking him because he's being used to let you know that you got work to do, right? So what is it about that type of person that pisses you off? Is it a part of the life? Let's just play with it a little bit. Is a part of the life? You like the life? Do you like it?
No.
You don't like it?
I mean,
you detest it, don't you? But are you having a hard time reconciling that if you are a law-abiding citizen, if you are somebody that honors that contract with society, you know what I'm saying, and all this and that, then what is it about what he's doing that makes you mad? Because if you're a law-abiding citizen on the street, right, let's just play with it a little bit. You know, and I ain't gonna go too far, because now don't y'all hit me up in the comment section, I ain't the police. But if you out there, you're a law-abiding citizen on the streets, right? And the police happen to be, excuse me? And the police happen to be walking down the street, right? You're a law-abiding citizen. Hey, how you doing today, officer? Would you see anything wrong with that? On the streets, in a safe community, or at the mall, or at McDonald's.
And I see somebody speak to the police.
No, would you see anything wrong with you speaking to the police? Hey, how you doing today?
I mean, we're going to play with this now,
Yeah,
but in real life,
no,
I'm not going to speak to the police.
Okay, got you. But you're a law-abiding citizen. I'm not talking, let's for a second, even though I know it's hard to do. For me it is, but I'm playing with this. Let's just say for a second that I ain't had a background that I have. I ain't been through it with all of them. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up in this area where the police are straight. No big deal. They're here to protect and serve, right? It sounds funny coming out of my mouth. But the police are here to protect and serve. So I see the police walking down the street. Hey, how you doing, officer? You doing good today? Yeah, fine. Hey, have a nice day. And keep it moving, right? I'm speaking to him freely, cavalier, all of this, right? No big deal, right? But that's what a lot of law-abiding citizens do. That's what they do. They're not the enemy, right? But then you come from our background, and then you look at these people, sucker. What you speaking to him for? Because like you said, are you with blue or with gray? When we talk about blue and gray, y'all, blue is the people that are in the penitentiary, because that's what we wear. But gray is the one, that's how I characterize people that on the other side of this thing, administration. So when he's in here, this person that you're talking about is talking to somebody in gray, right? he's doing, I'm playing with it, okay? Because I don't know what he's saying. He might be snitching on somebody, I don't know. But I'm playing with this, y'all. He might be just, man, what's going on with you today? But see, in here, that's a no-no for us. We're not supposed to concern ourselves with how they feel or what's going on with them and how their day is being, right? But that's what most law-abiding citizens do. They talk to their neighbors, right? So what would be wrong with that in this setting if you're trying to live your life in that way, especially at this facility, because you can do that. You can lower your guard. You can lower your guard with them. You don't have to have that wall up.
You know, I believe it's like Blue said, it could be his personality.
It could be you.
It's more than likely, I'm going to give it a 90% probability that it's all me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give him 10. But it's that 10 that, you know, because they have this person, they'll come to him and say, do this. And he goes straight to do it, you
Like
know.
the police will go
I
to
mean, they'll go to him and be like, we need this done and take all the tissue out the bathroom.
He's a
And
real do boy.
I mean, he going at it full boy, and he proud, and he wearing the cape as if I got, you know, they done gave me this job to remove all the tissue out, so y'all got to come to me to get some tissue. And I'm looking at him like, man, why you even agree to that? You know what I'm saying? You could, the way I feel, if the great tell me to do anything, I'm going to do them what they do to me. Okay, I'll look into that. And then when they leave, I'm going to go back to doing what I'm doing, because when I leave, they go back to doing it with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with that relationship. That's why I don't ask the great to do nothing.
Right.
You know, and absolutely nothing. Because I'm cool with that relationship. I know that there's no line to be crossed. Don't blur the lines, you know what I'm saying? But with him, it's almost like he puts his cape on and his, you know, and he go in.
Proud to do it.
Yeah, proud to do it. I'm like, dude, you know that's only making it hard for us. Why are you helping them make it hard for us? You know, I don't know if you feel like you on some kind of ego trip or whatever, but why are you making it? I think that's my problem, because I'm looking for like unity in all of this. And if we all together, we all, you know, if they don't get in, if I don't get an incentive meal, you don't get an incentive meal. You know what I'm saying? If I don't get commissary that day, you don't get commissary that day. So why are you allowing that to like create a divide? Because if somebody was to get on you, I'm not going to be so quick to talk the blue down from getting on you. Like if another blue guy decides to, no, because what a gray at now. You know, you so happy and you feel good to have the gray ask you to do something, but now you want me to save you and protect you, and oh, we don't need to do this, fellas. We'll need, you know. No, I'm not. No, it's almost like you bring that on you, and I don't know why that bothers me. You know, it's like I feel a division, not only between him and I, but it's like dividing me on the inside, because I'm knowing that whole entire mindset of me having that and not liking to do it, that ain't the way a father wants to raise his son. You know what I'm saying? I want my son to be open, honest, you know, helpful, kind, all of these things. But here I am, this small thorn, this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It I don't know. Like,
So you think-
I just, maybe that's a part of my, again, delusion that I'm dealing. Being from Memphis, I mean,
You think that all that's coming out is a struggle within your own self? It's just manifesting your visceral, you know, hatred towards this guy? Is a struggle within yourself, knowing that societal pressures tell you that there needs to be a separation, and part of you tells you that there needs to be a separation in a huge DMZ, right? Between the two. But yet there's a part of you also that likes to have peace, harmony, unity at any cost, because the other stuff's bullshit, right?
yeah.
So there's something going on, like you say. There is a war inside of yourself, you know, because, you know, Paul even says it, you know, that there's a war inside you. Your flesh desires to do one thing while your spirit desires to do another, right? There is a war going on, right? So You could be at that. You could be just be in an active hot battle line right now with that, about what's going on in your spirit.
But
in
me
your
and Joe
mind.
talked about people watch us,
Mm-hmm.
and by what they see, we give them permission. You know,
He's talking about a permission structure.
the permission structure. So I know the other folks are watching me,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to give them permission to be mean, cruel, you know,
Yeah.
to this guy because of the way he is, you know what I'm saying? So when they get to, because he not only bothers me, he bothers others, but when they get together and,
That's true though.
you know,
I'm sure it is.
when they get together, I don't want to give them permission to sit there and gossip about him, you know what I'm saying? I want to give him the ability and make it my responsibility that, like Blue said, just to be a different person to him, because there's some that's beyond me. I don't think I'm as bad as the others. I could be, but I don't think that I am as bad that is like really close to getting on them.
But I think you're missing an opportunity, right? But look,
Peer pressure is something
this is what we're gonna do, right? Because I think you're missing an opportunity. As soon as we come back, we're gonna talk about that, right? But I'm gonna wrap this episode up, right? And then we're gonna get right back at what I'm thinking about as far as you missing an opportunity. Okay. This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Burker, and I say peace, y'all.
I'm getting so tired.